I'm Anne-Marie DeWitt with Fireside Games, and we're here at Castle Perilous in Carbondale, Illinois. And I'm here with Gary Smith. He's one of the employees here at Castle Perilous. Do you have an official title that I should refer to you as?
Well, they have on my card Game Guru, but I can't honestly say that that's completely true, but I have played a lot of games.
Awesome. And he does have a feature here in the store called Gaming with Gary, so he can run you through some demos here in the store. How long has Castle Perilous been in operation here?
We've been open now for we're going to be 28 years coming this next February, so over 27 years.
Wow, so they know what they're doing.
And I've been here the whole time.
Oh, have you? Oh,
I have, yeah. Wow. One of the original employees here at Castle.
Wow, that's amazing. Has it always been in this location?
No, this is our second location. We used to be located at a place above on a place called the Island, closer to campus, but we finally, over the course of the years, have outgrown that space, and so the owner said, hey, I had an opportunity to buy my own place, get more floor space, have more gaming space, which we all know and love. So
great.
Here we are.
Yeah, very smart to have bought.
Yeah.
So you mentioned campus. There's Southern Illinois University here nearby. We're just a few blocks away.
Yes.
And how would you say that the campus plays into the success of the store?
Well, certainly in the early days of us getting open, the college student was one of our mainstays. Now we've been here long enough that we're seeing them come in with their kids. And as much as I hate to admit it, even grandkids are coming in now to play. And so we've shifted a little bit. Still, this college student is still one of our mainstays, but we've shifted to more of a mature and an older clientele, and so it's nice because we're kind of across the board. New students come into town every year. We of course are involved in welcoming them to the store, try to do some promotions, get them in, get them playing, and then of course a lot of times when people bring their kids in, they stop by and say, I remember coming here, 15, 20 years ago. Oh, how the place has changed, but some of you guys still look a little older, but the same.
Recognizable anyway.
Yes, yes.
And so would you say that that's primarily the foundation of the business is growth with families as they've grown with the store?
Absolutely, yeah. And we've tried to make sure and position ourselves so that we are family oriented as well as student oriented. So if you look around the store, and we will here in a few minutes take a quick tour around the store, you'll see that we have games for family members as well as the hardcore, I want something that's going to take 5 hours to play, and stuff that say, hey, we can drop down and play in 30 minutes. Got 8-year-olds. I myself have 2 7.5-year-old grandkids, and I'm now introducing them to a lot of different games. And now they're kind of like, Grandpa, you sure have a lot of games. And I'm like going, yes, I do.
What would you say? How many are in your collection? Would you say?
Oh my. I would have to venture I've got well over 200 to 300 board games. And Magic, when it came out, I've got thousands of Magic cards because I was a collector in the early day. Then once I said, got all these cards, need to learn to play. And I've got some of your games too, and my grandkids love playing Castle Panic, as a matter of fact. So
fantastic.
Not just an unabashed pitch, but a true pitch.
Awesome. Well, I love hearing that, of course.
Sure.
Well, let's go ahead. You mentioned getting a tour of the store. Let's go ahead and if you want to kind of show us. We walked in through the door here.
Mm-hmm. Once you come in, of course, we've got greeted by our lovely employees. We always try to make sure we greet everyone that comes in, say hi, how you doing today? Can we help you find anything? Our new game releases, things that have come out recently, kind of right here so that when people walk in, they can see the newest things that we've gotten in.
Yeah.
We've got our rental room, but also demo room. So there are games in here that we've got on the walls that people can come in and play in store.
Nice.
Or we got a rental program where people can come in. We've got prices on there for a week's worth of rental. So sometimes people want to play it before they buy it. Hopefully we got what they're looking for or something similar to what they're looking for. Then if they come back and decide they want to buy the game, we'll take that rental fee and put it toward the purchase of the game as well. So that money's not necessarily lost.
Any that rental program helping to accelerate sales, or
it's been a little slow, but that's part of what actually ended up getting Gaming with Gary going, is to be able to go in there and get people involved and show them some of the games, because people are a little bit remiss to pick up a game and learn a new game, especially. It can be intimidating, and so that's part of what we try to do, is introduce them to new games. Toys and things of that nature, a few pops, not our biggest groove, but hey, people are always looking for that sort of stuff, and so like I said, we're kind of try to be broad. We try to have a lot of things, like I said, because we want to cater to college students, families, everyone. We hope to have something that anyone who likes gaming would be interested in. Here's kind of a lounge area where people can come in and kind of relax a little bit, just get off their feet. Here we've got some of the smaller games, often more family-oriented games, things of that nature. We've got our wall of zombie-based type board games, card games.
Wonderful.
Then as you move around, who doesn't love Munchkin?
Munchkin, yes.
Huge following.
Awesome, that's wonderful.
On around here, we've got a wall of board games, things of that nature. We've got, of course, the backside for some of the smaller games. We got demo tables kind of set up, scattered throughout the store in case people want to see a game or play it, look at the rules. There's a lot of our card deck building type games, things of that nature, also on the back side of this. We've got our paint station along with Warhammer, Malifaux miniatures, of that sort of stuff through this section here. We move back, we have a used section, which we find a lot of people come in and are very happy the fact that we get used games. So people can bring in games, and a lot of times we'll give them store credit for the used games. And I don't know if you noticed, we try to hang signs to help guide people to sections as well. Because a lot of times people come into the store and they're not even sure where to begin. Compilations of stuff and things of that nature. So we also have a used comic room back over here for back issues. Because we all know that sometimes you're looking for something that just isn't current anymore. So we've got quite a few back issues people can come here and look through. More toward the card-related section of our store, we've got card boxes, also some comic sleeves and things, and sheets for putting in binders for cards. Got our rack here with card sleeves, card boxes to the right. Different cards that people can go through, because one of the things that Scott says, he wants to make sure that we're not just a card shop. A lot of times you're seeing stores that are just gearing toward the collectible card games. That's kind of their mainstay, not a lot else. Scott wants to make sure everyone knows, no, we're an old school game store. We're across the board. We've got all kinds of stuff. This back wall, as well as a little bit behind the counter, we've got some stuff that if you're in the collectible area of board games and stuff, we've got, of course, some of those trade-ins and stuff come that way, so we got those. Dice, baby. They all love the dice. Down the center aisle that I kind of was amiss to kind of go through.
All right.
The infamous chess sets with cribbage and off sort of things like Rifts and other role-playing games, the books for that sort of stuff, which I missed. Our Pathfinder stuff is on the back side of this. Miniatures to go along with X-Wing, as well as on this spinner rack we got D&D minis, because even though the D&D mini games are no longer out, if you got role players, I myself, along with others, love to have visuals to put down on the table and run. Got our Hero Clicks over here. We still have a small group of active Hero Clicks players that love to come in and play.
How often do you do product rotation to try to freshen things up?
You know, the manager on a pretty regular basis will rotate some stuff around. I don't know if we're on a set schedule. It's a little bit left up to the owner, Scott, who decides, you know, hey, you know, this looks a little stale. Let's flip it around a little bit so that we can get a fresh look for people, because sometimes people will come in, let's say they're Magic players. They don't get any farther than the counter and they never see anything new. And so, you know, sometimes we'll rotate things up here so that they've got to walk by something new. And hopefully, you know, something will catch their eye, or a crossover product where you can get them interested in that sort of thing.
If you have regular customers, they can just get so used to seeing things that they don't see them anymore.
That's exactly right. And they walk the same path. Once they get used to a section, they don't ever change paths. We ought to probably just put a gate up and force them to go somewhere else through the store. Say, new path, you know, make it a maze.
Under construction. Detour.
So, Cthulhu things, you know, and so that's pretty well the gist. Back to our used sections, which are kind of on both sides here, as well as a few used books. One of the things that I can't be remiss about missing, as we walked in, I pointed out card sleeves on the other side, was our D&D, which has been made a pretty good resurgence. And we also got D&D on one of our end caps back that other way.
What's the best way to get information about what's happening in the store and to follow you guys?
We've got a Facebook page as well as a web page. You can go there to find out information. Quite honestly, the best way, come in and talk to us.
Oh, fantastic.
You know,
so that's Castle Perilous. They're on Main Street here in Carbondale, Illinois. And as you can see, Gary is very friendly. He's ready to introduce you to new games, and we welcome you out here. So this is the last stop on the Smash and Burn tour, and so we want to thank everyone for joining us along the way. It's been a great adventure. We've really enjoyed meeting different stores and different store owners, the employees there, and Gary is a really great example of the friendly, warm, welcoming experience you can get at your local game store. So thank you very much, Gary.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Happy gaming.